Hello everyone. Welcome to this video on short straddle. So in this strategy, what we are going to do is we are going to sell a call and sell a put option at the same time. A trader would use this strategy when he or she is of the view that the prices of the underlying will not move much or would remain stable more or less. In this case, both the call as well as the put option are ATMs. The strike price of call and put option is the same, which is at 6,000 rupees. The option premium for the call option is 257, whereas it is 136 for the put option. The call option is slightly more. The spot price here is the same as the strike price, that is, it is 6,000 rupees. This will have two break-even points, one above 6,000 to the level of total premiums paid till date, one below 6,000 to the level of total premiums paid till date. So on one side, 1 BEP would be strike price plus total premium, which is 6,000 plus 393, which makes it 6,393. On the other side, it will be 6,000 minus 393, which makes it 5,607. Remember always that whenever you're selling a call option or a put option, your maximum reward would be limited to the amount of total premium you have received. Okay. So whatever the buyer of the call is paying, you are receiving, that is a total reward which will be there. In case of risk, if you're selling a call option and a put option, the risk will be unlimited. Let's look at a few cases here. So first case is where we are assuming that the stock price reaches 5,000 rupees at expiry. What would be the payoff from this strategy? Obviously, the person who has bought the call, let's look at it from his perspective. Why is he going to buy something at 6,000 when it is available to him at 5,000 rupees? He's not going to do that. So the buyer of the call will forego his or her option. So the seller of the call or the person shorting the call, for him, the same premium is his income. So in this case, the seller of the call gets to retain the premium, which is 257, because the buyer of the call has foregone his right to exercise the option. Let's look at the second leg, which is the put. Now, let's understand what would be the buyer payoff. For put in this situation, buyer's payoff is unlimited. What is it essentially? It is the difference between the strike price and the market price. Strike price is 6,000, market price is 5,000, so that makes it 1,000. Is that all? No. He's going to reduce his profits by the amount of premium he paid. So he paid a premium of 136. So his profit would be 864. That would be the loss of the seller of the option. So remember, whatever is the buyer's profit, exactly opposite would be the seller's loss. So in this case, the buyer's profit is 864. The seller's loss is 864 minus 864. So let's look at the net flow from the seller's side. 864 plus 257 makes it 607. Okay. Let's look at the third case. Second case here in this case. Assume that the stock price reaches 7,000 at expiry. What would be the call option result? The buyer of the call option is going to exercise his option. He's going to make unlimited profits. In this case, his profit would be the market price minus the strike price, which makes it 1,000 rupees. But since he's already paid a premium of 257 rupees, to that level, his profit would reduce. So 1,000 minus 257, his profit would be 743. In this situation, what will happen? For the seller of the call, whatever is the buyer's profit would be his loss. So for the seller of the call here, the loss is minus 743. Let's look at the put option. For the put option, the buyer is not going to exercise his option because there is no point in selling something at 6,000 when the same thing is available to be sold at 5,000 in the current market. The buyer is going to forgo his option. So the seller gets to keep the premium, in this case, 136. So for the short put, the benefit or the profit for the seller of the put would be 136 rupees. Let's look at the net flow from the seller's perspective. Minus 743 plus 136 makes it 607. Let's say the stock price remains at 6,000. This was the ideal situation, which why the seller sold the options. Okay. So in this case, the price is remaining at 6,000. So the buyer of the call will neither exercise his call option nor exercise his put option because both are worthless. So the seller of the call and the put gets to keep both the premiums. And that is his maximum reward in this case, which is 257 plus 136. It makes it 393 rupees. As we know about this payoff chart, so at the center, that is the area where the expectation was there from the seller. The maximum profits are there, which is 393. On both right as well as left side, you can see unlimited losses happening for the seller. So that's it from my side. Thank you so much. Let's connect quickly for the next video.